Where do we come from? And where are we going? The abyss is like the world's shadow. It's always there, and it will never perish.
Jump scare, goodness. Can you make it? No, no. Jump scare, goodness. Can you make it? No, no. I got my normal mic to work, chat. Oh, so, no, we're not on Pikachu Airlines anymore. I got it to work. You hear me? Okay, good.
Even time
We have landed the airplane. We are now in the airplane lobby. There's good and bad to me having my normal mic fixed. But don't worry, Pikachu Airlines is always in the. It's already, or it's always there in case my normal mic stops working. No, it's not no more. There's a chance of it happening again. Hopefully not, because I really like this mic. But there's a chance that it comes back if my mic stops working again. It all depends.
Huh? Our names are written in this newspaper.
We're famous. We're so famous.
The underwater stronghold, the Fortress of Meripede, has continued in its noble autonomy. But that does not mean that others cannot interact with it. My recent attempts to enter the fortress bore little fruit. Huh. Thus, did an Outlander friend become the focus of this report? A blind adventurer with their white fairy, legends trailing in their wake.
White fairy?
It is said
Paimon
that this
is not no fairy.
traveler once visited the underwater fortress.
Okay.
So while the fortress's interior remains a mystery behind closed doors, do not fear, for the tales of the traveler contain surprises in spades. Journalist Charlotte's biggest scoop yet, the Traveler's Trail, World Walker. Huh. Charlotte took so many awesome photos of us and we never even noticed her.
Yeah. She's just spying on us, apparently.
She hasn't been able to get a hold of anything at the fortress, so since we're easier to find, she's using us as the subject matter instead?
Is Dragonstein optional to fight because in Dungeon Chapter? Oh, you're fighting him right now? He's not optional, but you can pacifist him, and you probably should. But he's not, or he is, he's not optional, yeah. You have to fight him.
Seriously? Well, fine.
It took me a long time to beat him the first time.
Photos do look cool, so Paimon will forgive her this time.
You'll get, if you're struggling with the attacks, you'll get used to it. It just took me a lot of attempts. Also, I had no food when I did it, so I had to do it, like, without healing, pretty much. So I probably just had a skill issue. Because you're struggling so bad, yeah. It's surprisingly difficult.
Should we go in and get something to eat?
Yes, you have no food too, exactly. You're just doing the same run I did, apparently. No food. Just all that.
Hey, quick! Look! That's the limited edition, only 16 slices a day cake! We tried it, despite the... One slice
Alright, let's go get some.
Someone showed up after all!
Starvation route for real though.
Wait, you're the one from the Palais Mermonia.
Oh, are you here to buy cake too?
Wait, did he really say something like that?
That sounds like something the Zune Yvonette would say, though.
He has his own preferences when it comes to food. As for me, I love the cake and coffee here.
Do you come here often?
Usually every day.
Every day?
It's part of my daily schedule, apart from work. I shall have my cake.
Best route in the game, for real. For real. You can't, if you're not doing this starvation route, you're doing it wrong then.
One day that this place would be closing soon, and you wouldn't get to eat cake here anymore.
But why would it close?
Well, Paimon doesn't know either, but
Oh, the prophecy. To be honest, I haven't paid much attention to that. No, still, even if there'd be no more cake tomorrow, that wouldn't keep me from having some today.
Very fair
No,
point.
it's the same for eating in general. You might not be able to eat tomorrow, but if you can do so today, then you should carry on. That's what people call living, you know.
Fair point.
Huh.
Don't be sad. Excuse me, could I have 2 more slices of cake to go? These 2 slices are for you. Sijuin said that this kind of expression you're making is what humans call being sad.
Okay. Wait. Though, no joke, every time it says you're taking too long, I literally tense up and get scared, bro. It is, but then once you beat the fight, it just becomes funny.
Oh, you know Sijuin?
You're taking too long.
I sure do. She was born before me, and she sometimes comes to the surface to teach us things about humans. She said that humans are creatures that are saddened easily, yes, and you can only lift their spirits by feeding them delicious food. So please try the cakes here.
That's the only way you can lift their
I've got
spirits.
something else to do, so I'll be going now. You 2 try to stay in a good mood after eating, all right?
Paimon just made herself depressed and we got free cake for it. Paimon, you need to do
And
this
there
more
she
often.
goes. All right, let's dig in. Paimon should.
You're taking too long.
It's more delicious than last time, and the flavor gets even better with the sip. Sure would be nice if we could always eat delicious food here.
Paimon, stop depressing yourself. We're not Fontanians, so we won't die either way. By the way, we built Peepus now and just need an iron to meld the beats together. Ooh, sick.
Office. Let's go look for Charlotte and have a chat.
And have a chat. We love Peepus. Peepus is great. Wait. Oh, we have to do this, alright. You're taking too long. How far in the fight have you made it? Quite comfortably. I am apparently. I'm just gonna speed on this. Ooh, reputation, sick. Like, I totally even pay attention to these normally, but like, yeah. I made it to like, I don't know, the 34th maze, I don't know, but you keep dying on it. Uh-huh. Yeah, there was like 1 or 2 attacks that I kept dying on that.
Wow! If it isn't the
Hi,
Jack
Charlotte.
Paimon! Oh, have you seen the article I wrote about you?
Yep, we did.
You've got some nerve. You just used us to make some quick mora.
Oh, you needn't worry about that. I heard that you were in Poisson some time back, so I sent you a letter to discuss just that. It appears you didn't receive it, though. It's all right, though.
Nope.
I've set aside the amount intended for you. I've even set the table with some food.
Really?
Oh, Paimon, you're getting won over too easily. Have you never heard about
You're
politics?
almost a little too easy to win over, Paimon. If I were a journalist with ulterior motives, you'd be in trouble now, you know.
Oh, Paimon
Exactly.
knows you're not like that.
Still, what brings you here all of a sudden? Were you looking for me?
A friend of ours met you a while back, and when she mentioned it, we thought of coming to see you. Her name's Mona.
Ah, so you know Miss Mona as well.
Yeah, we
She's
know
a guest
Mona.
columnist for our paper. Really good one, too. She's so young and already such a brilliant astrologist. So she mentioned me? What did she say?
Yeah, Drakenstein
She
does
said
do a
you're
lot of
a
damage
real
for no
daredevil
reason.
of a journalist.
Nice. In which case, can this daredevil journalist dare to request an exclusive interview with the legendary traveler and Paimon?
No.
Huh? So your article in the paper today doesn't count?
Oh, of course
And
it
then,
doesn't. That was more like live photography. What I'd like to do is dive deeper and ask you to...
Yeah, are we even qualified enough?
Yeah,
Why
we're not qualified
If
enough.
I say you're worth an interview, then you're worth it. But not right now, of course.
Oh, in that case,
Oh, so that's a yes? Ooh, Splendid! I'll tell
No.
the editor-in-chief immediately.
I did not consent to get interviewed.
Whew, so much to get done
No.
now.
No. Paimon, stop setting me up for
I've still got a
stuff.
question for you.
And what's that?
If, just for example, Fontaine were to
Oh,
be
Ras can't be on
flooded
about
tomorrow,
flooding.
Huh. That's the prophecy you're talking about, isn't it? I mean, I do hear about it often, but I've never once thought that the day could be tomorrow. If you're seriously asking, then I might try and think of a way to leave Fontaine. Oh, but I'm still a journalist first and foremost. From what I've seen, most people don't know what they'd do should the worst come to pass. In truth, it might be better just to behave like normal rather than worry over such an end.
Also, I don't know, about 20 to 30 minutes ago, I put a bug on the safety pin, giving it the Rengoku donut death. It's still alive.
So in all
That's
likelihood,
crazy.
I'd
The
probably
Rengoku
still be
donut
prepping
death
at
is
the office
crazy.
for that interview of ours. I know what you're thinking. That sounds a bit sad, but I've always believed that it's best to do what you enjoy. Just think about it.
Fair point.
If this nation really were to be suddenly destroyed tomorrow, but I still successfully finish an exclusive interview with a truly unique person, then the story I would wind up writing would... And then do you know what I'd do? Well, I'd write that story, send it for printing, and use messenger pigeons to get copies out to the various nations as soon as possible. I'm not a dreamer, nor am I a workaholic, but I do love my job, and I'd be proud of leaving such an article behind. But anyway, that's my answer. And on that note, I'll get...
Okay then.
That's so nice. All of a sudden, Paimon actually kinda envies her.
It's Mr.
Anyway, let's go and
Antenna's
take a look at the
TV
scene, shall we?
time. We love Mr. Antenna. We love him.
The sea breeze and scenery can be a pretty soothing combo, huh? Paimon's been thinking,
What is it?
if it wasn't Fontaine, but all of Tevat that would be destroyed tomorrow, where would we... No, Paimon should ask... We've always been moving to the next destination, so we haven't spent much time thinking about these kinds of things. You mean,
Alright,
still traveling?
sure.
Huh.
I guess we'll travel.
Wait, isn't that what
Yes,
we've
we
always
love
been doing?
Tenna. I set him as my wallpaper on your PC in Chrome. That's great. I want to turn my monitor into Mr. Antenna. It would turn out so badly, but I kind of want to.
Feels like you'll grow mold if you stay here long enough. But it's still better than the Fortress of Meripede, that's for sure. It's not only damp there, but salty too.
Ah, so the two of you are still here.
Hello, person I don't know.
Wonderful.
Oh, you're from the Palais Mermonia, aren't you?
Hello,
Yes, I'm Isadora.
Isadora.
Monsieur Nervilat sent me to look for you two before.
You're a good artist,
I heard
trust. You
that
can always turn my
afterward you went
monitor
to the
into
Fortress
Antenna.
of
Maybe.
Meripede. Not at all. I'm well aware that you're friends of his. Actually, I'm here to pass along... Yes,
Did something
inside
happen?
the Opera House. The Maréchaussée Phantom has declared the incident a small-scale riot.
A riot?
Well, that said,
a
I don't
riot?
personally think it was that serious. Lady Farina was watching a performance at the Opera House. And while she was resting during an intermission, some other audience members suddenly started harassing her.
For a reason.
Loudly accusing her of doing nothing about the prophecy
For a
crisis.
reason. She's not at all. Just give me your full address and I'll help out.
And before she
Alright.
could respond,
My
the crowd
address
continued
is,
to grow, and protests against the
Hyperlink
Hydro
Block.
Archon started to break out.
There you go.
So people have started to put the blame on Farina. Guess they finally found an outlet for the pressure they've been under due to the prophecy.
I agree. People will naturally rely on gods, as is customary. But the moment people feel threatened, gods...
So what happened after that?
Seeing that the situation was spiraling out of control, and that further the Maréchaussée Phantom had their hands full maintaining order, and did not catch where Lady Farina had gone. Only when things had stabilized did we realize that
Alright,
she had
you're heading to
gone missing.
Hyperlink Block. Alright.
So,
See you there.
you mean she's...
That's right. The Maréchaussée has dispatched many people to search for her, but we don't have any leads yet. That said,
Alright.
I don't think there's much to worry about. She is a god, after all. Even if she were to fall into the hands of rioters, what could...
Fair point, they can do none.
Monsieur Nervilat sent me to tell you
It's
about
you
the
and Nervilat.
situation, but he didn't
I
say
love saying
anything else.
Now's your chance to turn your monitor into TV, man. Fair point.
Don't worry, this is more than
Mr.
enough to go on.
Antenna.
Thanks for keeping us informed.
Ah, is that so? Well, all right then. In that case, you two take care. I'll be heading back to the...
Alright.
Well, sounds like we should hurry over to Poisson then.
The
If we
poisson.
know Farina, she won't try to fix things in this situation. And as we also know, she may be loud and dramatic, but she doesn't have a heart of stone. When Nervalet was talking to her in the Palais Mermonia, and she heard about Poisson, she couldn't hide her sadness and remorse.
That's crazy.
It would be hard for her to ignore being accused by the public today. Paimon
Yep.
thinks Farina's probably taken the opportunity to slip away to Poisson and try to relieve the sense of guilt that she's feeling. Huh.
Makes sense.
Well, what do you think? Paimon knows the answer, of course, but Paimon can do the in that case,
Paimon's a
there's not moment to
detective
lose.
now. Let's go to Poisson. Shot, let's go to Poisson shot. I love how French everything is in this region. I completely forgot how French everything is. You got Poisson, you got Mission Nivelette. Everything's so French, really. You got Poisson. Alright, where's Poisson? Poisson is Poisson is where is Poisson? I do not remember. Ah, there's Poisson.
This place looks deserted. Guess all the survivors must have evacuated already. All that's left here are signs of devastation. Could Farina really be here? Let's try to find her as soon as possible.
Also, earlier you were playing with a little maple bug and it was eating the chocolate off your fingers, but then it decided to stick its little mouth part in my fingernail and puncture the skin in there. Oh, that's sad. I thought you were about to say you like tried to bite your fingernail and then cut itself or something. Guys, you see that? You see that person down there? They were gonna give themselves the Rengoku death. It hurt though. That's sad. Hopefully it heals
That's
quick.
Farina, right over there.
Should I just give up? This is all meaningless. What was meant to happen did happen after all. Everyone's dead. I'm sorry. I am so sorry. I'm sorry, but what can I even do other than to repeat meaningless apologies over and over?
Poor Farina.
Who's that?
Just me.
Don't worry, Farina. It's just us.
So it is you, blonde traveler from another land. Why, I almost thought you were someone from that mob
It's probably
of
not
my
that big of a
ignorant
one since
subjects.
Maple
Come
Bug
to
is not
kneel
such a
and
quite
beg for
thin.
my
Okay.
forgiveness.
Sure. Sure, the switch up is
Farina.
crazy.
You were crying just now, weren't you?
What do you mean, tear stains? Oh, I remember. The show at the Opera House earlier this morning was so moving. I'm still trying to process it. Who did that uncivilized rabble think they were?
Still
Disturbing
feels
my
weird in your
enjoyment of
fingernail
the
from that
arts.
though.
They
Farina,
even
you
dare
don't
to tell
gotta
their
lie to us.
archon. I must teach them a lesson. I can just imagine their twisted and frustrated faces once they realize that I'm nowhere to be found. Oh,
Sure.
and I'm sure Nouvellette
Totally.
and those people from the Maréchaussée Phantom are freaking out right next to them too.
Hey, there she is! The Hydro Archon's over there! Quick, after!
Up now there's the mob.
Farina, those people seem to be after you.
They are? They're just some rabid fans who want to cut the line because they haven't been able to meet me in person,
Farina, you need to run right now.
That's against the rules.
Farina just ran off.
You scared me. I thought you weren't joking for a second there. I thought there was actually a job application. Goodness, jump
Quick,
scare.
we have to catch up with her.
Why Farina trying to act so tough? Alright, and now the Archon is going.
This should be the place, right? Hey, Farina! There's a good hiding spot over here. Quick, come to Paimon before the rest of them
Oh,
catch
is
up to
this
you.
thing?
What?
Hurry, they're almost here.
Fine. I suppose haste is warranted.
I remember this part now. Oh, wait, okay, no, I realize how much of a jerk we are here. I think, if I'm remembering correctly. I must make more Delta bracelets, but you lost your scissors. R.I.P.
Paimon's exhausted.
No, I mean, I merely gave in to the sheer enthusiasm they displayed.
Yeah, Mount lower your voice.
All right.
Yep, that's a good girl.
What's happening? The ground's shaking.
Yeah, a quake of this kind preceded the flooding in Poisson, didn't it?
Yep, we're
It can't
jerking,
be.
we're being mean.
Well, there's no need to worry too much about that. Novelette's made some emergency plans, so the evacuation should go a lot smoother this time.
Yeah, I hope you're right. But the people of Poisson... It's true.
Alright.
I've been investigating the prophecy for hundreds of years. I once had informants all over Tevat, searching for clues and feeding information back to me. I've tried all kinds of ways, too, to hold back the sea. Anything to keep the coastline from advancing.
Also at school today we did have science, and our science teacher isn't that bad. Well, for now, I guess, since that was the first time having science in school year. Okay, that's good.
But all my efforts
That's good, it
proved
wasn't
to
too
be
bad.
futile in the end. Really, the truth has been clear to me for a very long time.
That's not too bad. Okay, hold on. Farina's voice, like, it's quiet. I need to make their voices louder. Hopefully, stay short the entire school year. Hopefully,
We
yeah.
cannot make an enemy of the divine. No matter what we do, the will of the heavenly principles will have its way, and the prophecy shall be fulfilled.
Okay, that's like a lot better at volume, I think. You can actually hear him talking now.
Give up. I do love the sound of that phrase. It would mean finally coming to terms with fate, but also for me to finally be free.
Yeah, just double checking again.
Indeed. I've thought about giving up so many times, especially after we almost lost Poisson. Fate is
Hold on,
really
why did
unreasonable,
I just shoot it from like
it
2
has
watchers to
no
7 watchers
heart
and
and
it's back up 4
obeys
now? I was
no
like, oh.
rules.
As if
The
it starts
prophecy
to
has only just started to come true, and so many people have already lost their lives.
You're gonna do the one desk trend where you like slowly move the desk to get out of the room.
But just now, it all became clear to me. I still don't have the right to come to terms with fate on behalf of everyone else. As long as the final moment hasn't come, it's still not too late. Don't worry. I will keep hope alive for everyone until the very end. Well, that's enough for now. I got the impulse to play the stricken maiden, but honestly, considering my rank and station, that wasn't a good fit at all.
Problem is the window's on the opposite side of the room from where I sit.
Don't
Fair
take
point.
any of what I just said seriously. How could I possibly let Fontaine fall to the whims of trivial prophecy?
Come on! Paimon could have sworn you were actually being honest just now.
Yeah.
Share my burden. That's impossible. It was fated right from the start that this would be my duty alone. A witness. Yes, I've heard that you came to Tevat from beyond the stars, yes. In other words, you never belonged here.
Yeah, I do sit closer to the door so I could escape using the door, but he might get caught by other teachers out there. We gotta do the, like, desk strat where you slowly move the desk.
And if Tevat is, in its entirety, a show on a stage, then you're just a spectator, aren't you?
YouTube deemed me 37 by looks. You're a senior. That's crazy. Is that like a filter? Or like, no, like one of the things when, like on shorts? Is that like something that guesses your age?
If that's the case...
Now we be mean. Yeah, I felt her. Okay, yeah. Yeah, welcome, Music Stir, though. Welcome. Yep, we're mean. We brought her to court. Just search it by now on a few platforms. It should pop up. That's crazy, though.
Ladies and gentlemen, this concludes my opening performance. Now,
Yeah,
without further ado,
that's
we may
mean. We did
proceed
mean
to
stuff.
the trial of our god.
So, this is what it is. Yes, you deserve praise for the effort you took to raise the dramatic stakes. Do not forget, however, that I am Fosalor, the god of justice, the embodiment of justice itself. Does it not strike
Even dogs
you
sometimes
as
have a
even
whole
the
Discord
least bit
server haters. That's
absurd to
crazy,
bring the
though.
very
That's
concept
crazy.
of justice to trial?
May I interpret these words as your refusal to stand trial? In that case, you will have the opportunity to defend your honor through a duel.
You would draw your blade against a god?
Hey, Farina, guess what? Wait, hold on.
I see. It seems like you have made up your mind.
They don't know I'm hiding among them. That's crazy. Farina. The thing is, Farina, we've drawn our blade against the god of pretty much every single region, or some form of a god. So, you can shut up.
Paimon can't believe it. She just surrendered.
What the heck is going on? Did I just see an Archon surrender to a human?
Wow, how utterly humiliating.
Lady Farina, what is the meaning of this?
What is the meaning of this? I have no knowledge of any of this. This is so bizarre.
To be clear, the raising of both hands is not always an indication of surrender.
Looking for excuses again, huh?
I raised my hands just now to indicate my acceptance of the trial. No duel shall be necessary. I will admit that I've been running away for a long time. I'm sorry, everyone. I was unable to protect the people of Poisson. It is my duty to stand trial for my crimes. You are not the only ones to be disappointed in me. But now, it is time for the Hydro
gonna start tweaking on
Archon
the
to
floor
show you
because
her
my first place
courage
got
and
sniped.
resolve.
R.I.P. your first place.
Farina, will use this trial to
Beaks.
show the world
R.I.P.
the true
R.I.P.
meaning
Susie.
of justice. This time, I will protect you.
Alright.
Applaud and rejoice. One of the most outrageous and fantastical arcs known to the opera epiclese is now unfolding before your eyes.
That was crazy, though. That's crazy.
Mark my words. This shall be one of the most exhilarating and brilliant shows ever to grace the stage of Fontain.
Oh, you
The
made Susie
trial
mad.
of the Hydro Archon, Fosalor, will now begin.
Just one person stands up. Woohoo!
Now we're
Oh,
making
okay,
history.
okay. No, it's more than one. I thought it was gonna be solo race if it was just one. I'm the OG Yapper is crazy. I mean, he ain't wrong though. Here she could send gifts. You wish it was like Instagram.
Why does it feel like Farina just took over the whole thing? Like, come on. Also, even though she's still acting super dramatic, she is taking this seriously this time, right?
All right, then. Who will be my opponent in this trial?
The court asks the prosecutor to please take the stand.
Me.
Is that so? Very well. Then please speak, witness of Tivat, my accuser and fated opponent.
Instagram gifts using something sucks, but like you can't ever find the gifts you're looking for. Yeah, it can be hard to find the right gifts though. Who's ready to go to court? Actually, ready to court. Who's ready to persecute someone in court?
Also, please allow me to
Free gift
ask,
and
as a final
IG,
question
and I can't
before
find
the
the one I
trial
want. Yeah.
begins. Just how much work did you do to force me onto this stage?
Well, we did do a lot of prep after the meeting that day.
I can go over the tasks assigned to the Spina di Rosula, since they were rather straightforward and easy.
She's Instagram
Novia,
using
the president of the Spina
just
di
pretty
Rosula.
Oh, okay.
Most
I totally
of the
understand
people
those
who
words.
participated in the disturbance this morning, they changed into plain clothes and came to the Opera House as regular audience members, waiting for the perfect opportunity to incite insurrection against you. The people's
Alright.
resentment against their Archon has been building as more and more of the prophecy is fulfilled. A spark was all we needed to turn smoldering anger into a flame.
Alright.
Moreover, according to our understanding and analysis of you, when something like that occurred, you would likely flee the scene and head to Poisson by yourself.
Head to Poisson.
So, we arranged for a second group to lie in wait there.
So,
Alright.
you mean... the ones who scoured the settlement for me were
By hearing
also
boss music.
from the Spina.
It's the background music of the game. Okay, why am I having high viewers right
And
now?
their
I
goal
mean, I
was
won't
to force
complain.
you to
Just
step
remember to all
into
like
the
and subscribe. It
giant
helps out a
magic
lot.
box, so you may personally participate in the greatest magic performance in all of Fontanian history.
You should have drum getting run over by Asgore. That's crazy.
That's right. That house was a magic box, rather than someone's residence.
As the super ultimate version of the setup that I used when I first performed at the Opera Epiclese, the volume of the box was increased by a whole order of magnitude,
Big
and
box.
the distance it traversed was the entire gap between Poisson and Aranias. Its cargo, of course, was
Asgore's from
an Archon
Deltarune.
instead of a human. My thanks, Farina. Without your help, we could never have pulled off such an extraordinary performance.
You're welcome?
Yeah, thank you, Farina, for being a
This
good victim.
performance was only
Thank
made
you, thank you.
possible with Father's support.
Father.
The House of the Hearth spent a massive amount of labor in Mora to pull this off. We had to
Is that
select a
Father?
location, construct the giant magic box, dig a tunnel, and open up a path through the water. It was a lot of work for all of us.
So, in other words, the earthquake that we felt within the giant magic box was just a normal tremor from the transportation of the whole house?
That's right. It wasn't a sign of another disaster to come.
Yeah, we deceived you.
Then, I can guess Nervilette and Cloran's parts. You gathered a crowd, prepared a stage, and made sure that the champion duelist would be immediately ready for a fight.
Sounds interesting. Yeah, that's the best way to describe Asgore,
Also
I guess.
that as
He's also
soon
single.
as I appeared on the stage, the trial may commence without a hitch. Am I right?
I guess technically Asgore was from Undertale, but he's in both.
Yes, that is correct.
Well, Clorand, I must commend you for your courage. Only the most outstanding champion duelist in all of Fontaine would accept a duel with an Archon without flinching.
You're getting called outside to work a graveyard shift? Oh. Alright, see you later, Zixter, or Akari, or all the names you have, but see you later.
Thank you.
As for you, traveler, I suppose your role was to keep me distracted with conversation once you found me in Poisson.
Yep.
You'd make sure that I didn't notice anything amiss before revealing yourself as my prosecutor once we'd arrived onto the stage.
You gotta claim your first place before it gets back. Fair point. You're wrong. I should just give you one last chance. If they'd share your secret with us before it arrived on the stage.
Is that so? Then I suppose I must have missed my final chance.
I mean, you can still just tell us everything.
It's fine. It matters not.
Driving in my car.
What's done is done. The stage is already set, so there's no reason to disappoint the audience. Let's see this trial through to the very end.
Objection! Yep, alright. Now we judge the Hydro Archon DUI. How about you die? So my mic's working good. Now we... Yeah. Sorry, just checking.
Madam Prosecutor, please allow me to pass this along. This is a document that Miss Charlotte applied for and received permission to share with you during the trial. According to her, it should speed up the proceedings.
Huh? Charlotte wanted to give us something? Oh, so she's here too! Hey, Charlotte!
Hi, Charlotte.
Hi, Muncie. Isn't this the exclusive interview that she did with us before?
Mm-hmm.
So she's already finished it, huh? Wait, then that means this document is a perfect timeline of everything that's happened ever since we stepped foot in Fontaine!
You're from making butts
So
crazy.
in other words, we can refer to this anthology of evidence every time we want to use something from our journey as evidence for an argument!
Very practical.
Let's quickly confirm the information in it. Just think of it as a refresher, alright?
Overrides this,
You defeated
this
the
deer.
Hydro Archon in the very first duel you took part in at the Opera House. That's one for the history books, all right. I didn't think that you'd wind up getting to the bottom of the case, but this is the words of someone as extraordinary as
Yep. Alright, we're good. We're balling. Who's ready to defeat
The prosecution and the
God
defense
in
are
court?
both in position.
Hydro Archon.
The trial shall now begin.
Oh, come on, Nervylette. There's no need to repeat all the unimportant legalese. Just fast forward to the part where the prosecution lays out my offenses. As the defendant and the lead actress of this performance,
Sing,
I
give me your
still
first
haven't
place back,
even
please
been
and thank you.
informed of my supposed guilt in all of this. Of course, it is only natural for humans to struggle to understand the actions of a god. However, you will need more than that to convict me of a crime.
That's true, but my charge here is unrelated to your conduct as an Archon. Instead, I would like to charge you as a fraud who's never been the Archon in the first place.
Wait, what was that? Lady Farina?
I forgot to use her actual voice here.
Hey, I came here thinking that we were going to try the Hydro Archon for forsaking her duty, but did I hear that right? She's not our Archon at all?
Charge accepted.
Your dad owns
Lady
massive
Farina,
trust.
Do you
Alright, I'll
plead
trust
guilty
you.
to the charge? Lady Farina.
I plead not guilty. How can I be guilty? There is no way that I, Focalor, otherwise known as Farina de Fontaine, a member of the Seven and the Regina of all waters, kindreds, peoples, and laws of Fontaine, could be anything other than your true Archon.
Yeah.
She's got a
Even
good
though
point.
Lady Farina can be rather eccentric, isn't it going too far to doubt her very identity?
Yeah, I've never questioned her identity either. Sure, Lady Farina can be super irresponsible, but what grounds does that prosecutor have to make such a huge claim?
Hey, don't ask questions.
I have cause to believe that common sense will prevail in this case. Many of the members of the audience have known me as the Hydro Archon ever since they were born. There would be no fooling their memory. See? Even the Oratrice has decided to show me its favor. Are you sure you want to commit to a charge that will never be upheld? If you wish to drop the case, I can promise you as the God of Justice that you will not have to face trial for making a false accusation. We will treat everything that's happened as a dramatic spectacle and move on with our lives. What do you say to that?
You're only saying that because you know we're gonna be correct.
An argument with near impossible odds, huh? We have to not only refute Furina's claims, but also overturn the long-held beliefs of the people.
That probably the people on the scene was an Archon because it's
Well,
only
I
yada yada.
tried to give you the chance to surrender. If you must persist, then let me ask. If you believe
Has a
I'm
chance to be a
not
big
the
shot, that's good.
Archon, then what manner of being do you think I am?
I think you're hyperlinked blocked
If
for
I
now.
was
You're not no big
the
shot.
Archon, then how did I manage to live for over 500 years?
No, she's got a point. Oh, nope, I did not mean to instantly click something.
That doesn't sound right.
I don't even know what I clicked. I clicked child's conviction. No. I was just joking, I was fooling you guys. Oh yeah, the meeting with Maeve. I'm an idiot. Sorry, my fault, gang, my fault.
You may be a member of another long-lived race, which would allow you to naturally possess an extended lifespan. And second of all, even if that wasn't the case, there could be other ways to extend your life.
Such as a curse.
Who gave you
You're
that
cursed,
idea?
Furina.
Was it the knave? You'd sink so low as to use a harbinger's words against...
A curse? I once thought it possible that the aura of an Archon might naturally resemble a type of curse. But in light of this claim, perhaps what I sensed was not your divinity, but a curse after all.
Maybe.
Neverlet sensed it too, huh?
Maybe
Lady Furina is actually a human?
Okay, you don't gotta believe it so quickly.
It is true that it's extremely difficult to tell humans and gods apart just by looking at them. It's not impossible.
Now the scales are even for you now.
Don't start celebrating too early now. Even if I have been carrying a curse like you said, how does that prove that I am merely a human being? Besides, everyone knows that the main difference between a human and a god is the possession of authority. Gods can do what humans cannot. That's why they're worshipped as god. For centuries, manifestations of my authority have served the nation of Fontain.
Yep.
One need only to turn their eyes towards the Oratrice Mécanique d'Analyse Cardinal in this very opera house.
The Oratrice Mécanique d'Analyse Cardinal.
The endemidium that is used in every aspect of life.
Where do the maple bugs keep spawning from? I'm not sure. I keep pressing the wrong stuff. Stop clicking too quickly. Goodness. Okay. There's one just crawling through legs. That's crazy. They just be spawning everywhere. For real. Let me see. Oh yeah. Child's conviction. The Oratrice Mécanique d'Analyse Cardinal.
The Oratrice. But weren't you as confused as all the rest of us when the Oratrice declared Child to be guilty without any proof? Otherwise, you should have come up with a good explanation for that by now.
Didn't I make myself clear at the time? The decisions of the gods are naturally difficult for humans to comprehend. There is no need to provide an explanation.
Lady Furina, I believe a reminder of your current circumstances is in order. While the court is in session, the principles of justice and the law must come before all else. While you are an Archon, you are also first and foremost the defendant in this trial. You will prove yourself unable to defend against the prosecution's charges if you continue to withhold vital information against the rules of the court.
I never thought you'd use that kind of rhetoric against me.
That was no trick of rhetoric, Lady Furina. I've merely reiterated the rules of the court. Rules that all should respect and follow.
I'm just gonna say, guys, I'm only 2 subs away from 250, and there's a good amount of people watching. So if you haven't yet, please subscribe and like. It helps out a lot. I have to do at least one. Actually, I think I did one already. Whatever.
Was declared guilty, nor did you understand the structure and operations of the Oratrice. Instead of having been created by you, the manifestations of authority you mentioned have been made by the real Hydro Archon.
The real
Makes sense.
Hydro Archon. Well, now you're really losing me. It is true that I did not know why the Oratrice gave out a guilty verdict that day. But
Yeah,
the
that is true.
Oratrice handed out that verdict unilaterally, and it has been operating independently ever since it was first created.
Fair point.
You can't argue that just because a divine creation is flawed, that the god behind it must also be no god at all.
You're gonna kidnap me just so I can keep you safe from bugs? Alright. Well, my address is hyperlink blocked, so there you go.
Seems like she's
Please don't
confident
actually
that
kidnap
we
me,
won't be
chat.
able
Please
to
don't.
produce proof that she has no
Please,
power
chat, please.
over the Oratrice.
I just realized you live in a different country. That'd be very difficult.
My power as an Archon. There are many ordinary citizens in the audience. How can I just carelessly demonstrate the formidable power of an Archon?
Show us, Farina.
Show
us. If that poses a concern, I'm prepared to extend my protection to the audience.
You don't need to go that far.
Yeah.
Aren't you the Hydro Archon? Or is it that you can't even wield the power of Hydro, much less the authority of a god?
We're roasting her.
Indemnitium! Yes! It's all because of Indemnitium! All Archons derive their power from the faith of the people, and I've converted the people's faith in justice into Indemnitium. Thus did I give up all of my divine power to provide everyone with energy for their daily lives.
Farina, stop. Just stop, Farina. Just stop. You're digging us up in a bigger grave.
Isn't that a huge stretch?
Yeah, no matter how generous an Archon can be, how could they give up all their power? Can a god with no power even still be called a god?
If people give this gentleman the 250 subs, you're gonna drop the biggest and loudest, stinkiest fart bomb ever to exist. I mean, you heard her. You heard her.
It seems like nobody's buying Farina's excuse.
No one at all.
Hey, come now, everyone. Please don't stare at me as if I was a liar.
Too late.
I'm still the same Farina you knew, right? The one that you loved. Shouldn't you want to believe in me?
Yeah, y'all heard me. That's crazy. We want to believe in you, but we can't because you're not giving us very much towards your case of you being a good person.
Please, you've got to believe me.
Too bad.
If what the prosecutor said is true,
can't.
she really has committed a grave offense.
Did she deceive all of us? And all of our parents and grandparents too? And all of our ancestors? Ever since they were born?
Yep, she has.
Enough! That's enough. Tell me then, if I'm not the real Hydro Archon, then who is? If
the
you
Orchis
have
making
no
the release card
evidence
now.
of another Hydro Archon's existence, nor can you find anyone who can back up their claim to be such, then what grounds have you to say that I'm not actually the real deal?
Wow, she came up with yet another argument. How can we refute her now?
We can try. I keep clicking on accident.
That doesn't...
Yeah, I know. Alright. Oh, wait, that's probably a fair point. I'll double check everything, but I think that's... that information?
It has been established.
Yes, okay, got it. I got it.
Fontanians can dissolve in water from the primordial sea. And that means...
Since you insist on claiming to be a god and not a human, then there's a method that you can use right here and now to eliminate all suspicions of you being the latter.
We're at 249 subs. Thank you for whoever subbed in, like, thank you.
Miss Navia, please apply to serve as a temporary attorney
You
for the
smell smoked
prosecution
meat?
before addressing
Interesting.
the court. Though you act in
Interesting.
partnership with the prosecutor, you must still adhere to proper procedure.
Super sorry, Monsieur Chief Justice. I swear this really will be the last time that I'll speak out of turn.
Sure will be, Navi. Sure will be.
I've brought some seawater from Poisson. As everyone knows, a massive flood
Sniffing
struck
something
the
right
area
now?
not long ago,
I don't know.
taking many lives, including those of some of my closest friends. So, Miss Farina, would you dare to touch some of this seawater? If we are to believe that you are indeed the real Hydro Archon, touching this seawater would have no effect on you. All it should do is strengthen your case. But if you don't dare to touch it, then we would have basically proved the reverse. Oh, and I must remind you that after the disaster at Poisson, nobody wants to see any more people dissolve.
Yeah, I don't want to see anyone
You'll
dissolve.
act prudently and choose the simpler path of admitting guilt.
Navia from the Spina di Rasula. The Spina has governed Poisson for many years. I guess her suggestion is valid.
Very
if
valid.
Lady Farina is indeed just a human, she's probably Fontanian like all the rest of us. Would she really dare to try?
Would she? We'll see. Touch the water.
Lady Farina, this test has been unilaterally proposed by the prosecution.
That's crazy.
As it falls outside the realm of standard court proceedings, you possess the right to decline participation.
Well, of course he had to tell her that. But refusing to participate is basically the same as a confession of guilt.
She's just staring at the water without saying a single word.
What's going on? Is she really planning to...
Due to the inherent risk of the test, Lady Farina, you may...
Hey!
Boom.
I'm fine! Look at me, everyone! My hand is still here! I haven't been dissolved! Will you believe me now? I really am your Archon!
Miss Siegewin? If you're present, Miss Siegewin.
Siegewin?
Don't be nervous. It'll just take a few seconds. That should be enough.
Please announce the results of your evaluation to the
what
court,
is it,
Miss
Siegewin?
Siegewin.
As everyone doubtlessly saw, Miss Farina was displaying symptoms of hyperventilation and flushed skin. She was experiencing the adverse effects of exposure to primordial seawater. The extent to which she was affected is the same as other humans when exposed to primordial seawater of a similar concentration.
Thank you,
Sorry,
Miss
Farina.
Siegewin. Lady Farina, you may return to the defendant's stand.
Oh, wait. What did she just say? I didn't get dissolved! Shouldn't that be enough to prove my innocence?
Well, considering your tendency to run from your problems, we did originally prepare a direct sample of the seawater around Poisson. However, after extensive discussion, we exchanged it for a sample that is not concentrated enough to dissolve an actual human. After all, on the off chance that something entirely unexpected might occur, we don't want anyone else to lose their life to the sea.
Yeah, so out of regard for Farina's life, you secured a low-concentration sample and asked the head nurse to serve as an expert witness. It's a great thing that the direct sample wasn't actually used.
I can't believe... You...
We thought of everything. You hear the wind blowing around outside your window? Spooky. Very spooky. Very, very spooky.
Listen to me, everyone! Please don't give me such cold and disdainful looks! What happened just now didn't prove a single thing!
Sure.
Think about it! How can you conclusively prove that an Archon can't also be affected by the primordial seawater? Also, if I was really just a human, why would I dare to just put my hand in that kind of water? Please, anyone, just listen to me! I swear, I really am your Archon!
Don't start crying. It's just gonna make it worse for you. You reminded yourself that you once got scared of your mom's snoring? That's crazy. I don't know. I somehow read that as mowing.
I don't think anything she says at this point will sway anyone.
Yeah, mowing at night
The
makes
odds
sense.
are just too stacked against her now.
With all the things that have been said, Paimon doesn't think there's any way left for Furina to win.
Oh my gosh, imagine if people actually just were mowing their lawns at like 2 a.m. That'd be like the worst thing ever.
I believe the time for arguments and presentation of evidence has come to an end. If there are no objections, we will move on to the final judgment.
What's the judgment?
I don't think anything she says at this point will
That'd be worse, exactly. It'd be the worst thing ever, or not ever, but one of the worst things ever. You good, Furina?
In my capacity as Chief Justice, I shall now render judgment on Furina's misrepresentation of herself as the Archon of Fontain. As a human who knowingly deceived her fellow citizens, Furina is guilty.
R.I.P. She's guilty.
We shall now turn to the Oratrice Mécanique d'Analyse Cardinale to render the final verdict on the charges.
What does the Oratrice say?
According to the judgment of the Oratrice
Mécanique d'Analyse Cardinale, Furina is...
Well, what's wrong? What's the Oratrice's verdict?
No, the Oratrice also displays a guilty verdict.
Guilty, okay.
Isn't that correct?
However, the exact wording of the verdict is thus.
The Hydro Archon is guilty.
Guilty.
Guys, a Hydro Archon is guilty of not being the Archon.
To be punished via the death sentence.
The death sentence?
That's actually one of the available sentences? I've always thought that it was just
Okay,
a myth.
death sentence is a little strict.
The one and only time the death sentence has been handed out at the court. And it's been given to the very person we've worshipped as the god of justice? What an unexpected twist.
Are they gonna murder her? You'll just have to watch and pay attention.
Death by the Oratrice? We just wanted to use the trial to show her the seriousness of things so she'd tell us
It wouldn't be murder, it'd be death
This
row.
outcome is indeed quite strange. According to Fontaine's current definitions of justice, as well as its recommendations for criminal sentences, is this sentence really appropriate for the crimes that have been committed?
Yeah! Even Fauché wasn't sentenced to death by the Oratrice. You know, the real evil mastermind behind the serial disappearances case.
Indeed.
Yeah.
Not only is Furina's sentence overly excessive, the very point of our trial today was also to prove that Furina has never been the Hydro Archon in the first place. But now, the Oratrice seems to have deliberately invoked the title of the Hydro Archon.
Confusing. Excuse Furina, you'd probably be crying up there too, yeah.
Excuse me, if I may interrupt. Is the trial still going?
Fremine! Oh, you finally made it. I
Shut up,
assume this
Fremine.
means
No, I'm
you
joking.
completed your
I'm
mission?
joking.
Mm-hmm. Any mission Father assigns to me will always be top priority.
Father.
Is that the first prophecy slate? Huh. So the knave privately arranged for Fremine to try and find the missing slate.
Oops,
I looked everywhere and finally found it at the bottom of the sea. It took me a long time to get around some dangerous stretches of water. But has the trial already concluded? Then doesn't that...
Yeah, we haven't figured it out yet. Don't worry,
Thank you for your
Femine.
hard
We
work,
still need
Mr.
your help.
Femine. Please allow me to review the record left on the slate. Traveler, I believe that you have already seen the other existing slates.
Alright.
Huh? So what do you see? What is it?
Looks like Chief Hydro Archon releasing her divine powers
I
from the
believe
essence
I've
of
now
human
made
beings.
sense of the Hydro Archon's crime. It has to do with Fontaine's lost history.
is guilty of deceiving her. So when you say
Feeling old, your back
Hydro
hurts. That's
do you
crazy.
mean the real Hydro Archon we've been kind of talking about?
In truth, everything that you've encountered in Fontaine up until this point can be traced back to the contents of these stone slates. However, I'm uncertain as to how much sense they currently make to you.
Okay, let's try to recall the contents of the other 3 stone...
I remember. Pick me. I know, Chad, I know. Okay. Yep.
The first stone slate describes what you just said. It seems... Does that mean that Fontainians are transformed Oceanids? The second stone slate... This must be the point when the Hydro Archon and the Fontainians were branded with their original sin. The third slate shows the... That reminds... Well, the fourth slate is the prophecy the Fontainians have been talking about. We didn't believe that such a crazy disaster could happen at first.
Alright, why am I genuinely waiting for it to say something about Furina? I mean, you should be.
We know from the case of the serial disappearances of young women that Fontainians can be dissolved, and the first stone slate tells us that long ago the Hydro Archon used her power to turn Oceanids into humans. This might be the reason that Fontainians can dissolve.
Oh, here. Okay, so that one is... Okay, let me see. That?
Perhaps what is about to take place has all happened before. The true sin of the Hydro Archon that Nervilette mentioned, and the original sin cast down on the people of Fontaine by Celestia, as recorded on the stone slates.
Alright. And then this one has to do with Navia.
It's not as simple as falling into the sea. When Navia fell into the sea, her consciousness was subjected to judgment. The stone slates show the people gathered around the Hydro Archon in the sea. Could that be alluding to the same thing?
Oh, my room's so cold. Let me see. Maybe this? No. That, sorry, yeah.
The fortress of Meropide was nearly flooded with primordial seawater, which we know can cause Fontainians to dissolve. It seems if we hadn't dealt with it in time, things could have gone very badly.
Alright, we got it,
They'll dissolve into the primordial sea, but won't cease to exist. Their essence will flow in the seawater, converge, and take the form of an Oceanid. The Hydro Archon was sentenced to death in court.
Can I give you a pat massage, please? I would if I was there, sorry.
Perhaps this means that her sin was actually Fontaine's original sin.
Yep.
Navia fell into the water inside those ruins, and she nearly dissolved. She was surrounded by the people of Poisson in a court within her consciousness. The eruption of the primordial sea at the fortress of Meropide was the surest sign that the prophecy was about to come to pass no matter what.
Yep.
The stone slate's contents can all be verified by recent events. If we combine what we know together, loads of truths should come to light.
So Furina is guilty.
Huh?
Croissant is queso. I hear it as croissant.
That's how you can make sense of it. But
Croissant,
then it
croissant.
feels like we're going to have to share some truly shocking revelation.
Let's hear them.
Fontainians are not human.
Incredible. Linny, did you hear that?
We're not real humans.
All Fontainians were originally created by the late previous Hydro Archon, with Oceanids as their basis. The evidence for that can be found in how only Fontainians could dissolve in primordial seawater, and how all the girls Vache dissolved were also turned into Oceanids. Oh, and according to Navia, when she was about to get dissolved, she also saw everyone gathered around for a trial. All of them in the shape of Oceanids.
Indeed.
Yep. Yeah, it was her creation of them.
It follows from the content of the first slate that she probably angered Shneznia by creating humans without prior permission.
Fair
That could
point.
also explain why the Oratrice judged the Hydro Archon to be guilty. It's to account for that ancient sin.
The Hydro Archon's true sin was creating us?
And yet,
Yep.
after many hundreds of years, the Hydro Archon's creations have turned around to try to judge the Archon within the Opera Epiclese. The twists of history are often the most unexpected.
Yeah.
Isn't the image here just like when Navia fell into the sea? So wouldn't it be trying to show the image of the Hydro Archon also falling into the sea once the prophecy has been fulfilled in the fourth slate? In
Yeah.
the end, the people will all be dissolved into the waters, and only the Hydro Archon will remain weeping on her throne. Only then will the sins of the people of Fontaine be washed away. Did Paimon get all that right?
Yep,
You've
you
made
did.
some keen deductions. I must say, given how much you still don't know, it is impressive that you've already managed to connect so many pieces of the truth. However,
Yep.
while you were able to decode all the information on the slates, they've also been etched with an additional layer of hidden information using a different power source. When we were at the ruins, I tried to decipher the hidden information recorded in the slates. Now that the slate collection is complete, I shall make another attempt to decipher the narrative recorded within.
Alright. Monsieur Nuvlet, give us the full information. Okay, whenever I say his name, then I say sentence after that, I just get a full French accent, and I don't even know why. It's not even on
I believe
purpose
I should
anymore.
share this truth not only with you, but with all the people of Fontaine as well. I will try to briefly summarize it for you.
Okay, Monsieur Nuvlet.
Your hypotheses regarding the origin of Fontainians and the sin of the Hydro Archon were both correct. In the Fontaine of old, the previous Hydro Archon sensed the yearning of her Oceanid familiars for life on land. The Oceanids were enamored with the beauty and romanticism of human beings, and wishing to have those experiences for themselves, expressed to the Hydro Archon their desire to become of a similar kind.
You keep remembering, you set your profile picture on your school account as a kawaii old man.
However,
That's crazy.
even though water as an
Crazy.
element is intricately linked with the power of life, the Hydro Archon, as one of the seven, did not possess the authority to create a new form of human life. Not one to give in, she eventually found a way to create permanent humanoid bodies for her familiars by appropriating the power of this planet's primordial sea. She poured primordial seawater into the Oceanids' blood vessels, creating humanoid mimics in the process.
So if you ever send your teacher something... Wait, if you ever send your teacher something in their profile, they're gonna say he's a kawaii old man.
But
That's
if
crazy.
Fontainians were to ever come
Crazy
into
and
direct
crazy.
contact with water from the primordial sea, the power within their bodies would escape these artificial restraints and return to the sea. As a result, their forms would collapse, and they would be reverted to their original forms as Oceanids. Of course, the Hydro Archon never received permission from the heavenly principles to create a new human race. And thus, the Hydro Archon and all of her creations came to shoulder the original sin of appropriating the power of the primordial sea. That is the true history of how the people of Fontaine first came into being.
Okay.
So we were all Oceanids before we turned into human beings?
That's way too much information for me. I think I'm just going to pretend that I never heard a single thing. Wait, but if that's the truth, we can't let the Hydro Archon be sentenced to death. After all, her only sin was creating us.
This really might be too much information for your regular Fontainian.
Alas, your hypothesis regarding the third and fourth stone slates was inaccurate. The slates' respective positions are, in fact, a key
That's the
point
third
of the visual
slate-
on the third
slate,
slate
then.
is how all the individuals depicted in the water are humans rather than Oceanids. They have not been dissolved, which implies that the water depicted in this slate is not water from the primordial sea. The nation of Fontaine is the nation of Hydro, as well as the nation of Trials and Justice. Instead of being the literal element, the water in the scene symbolizes judgment and justice. You may also recall Navia's experience. When she fell into the sea, her consciousness was surrounded by that of many others who intended to hold a trial to determine her fate. Therefore, the meaning of the third slate is that the people of Fontain shall try the Hydro Archon at the Court of Justice. Yes, it refers to our present situation.
I think I'm following now. So, what you're saying is, even though we decided to put on this trial to avoid fulfilling the prophecy,
we ended up fulfilling it in doing
everything we've done has happened exactly as the prophecy foretold. So now, it seems, we're the ones making sure it comes true.
What should we do?
Yeah, there's no way out of this.
No matter what, the prophecy will be fulfilled.
If that's the case...
Traveler, I would like to point out another small fallacy in your deductions about the fourth slate. You probably thought that the eruption of primordial seawater beneath the fortress of Meripede served as the surest sign that the prophecy was about to come to pass, yes? However, I believe that rather than being a sure sign, that eruption could in fact only be a small warning of something far worse to come. As for the root cause of the catastrophe, I believe you've already encountered...
It'll be, what is it?
This eruption was just a small warning of the things to come. We must find the root cause of the disaster.
Alright. We're not that. The whale!
It was both dream
the whale! Why is my
and
name so
reality.
cold? Chicken butt? Okay. The whale.
If we're talking about a true culprit, that could only be that thing inside the primordial sea, right?
The truth, the original sin, the trial, and the root cause of the disaster.
Is the whale. Okay, my room is so cold right now. I have goosebumps everywhere. Oh, you guys should escape the basement again. No, let me out. Let me out of here. Keep me out. Okay, yeah. So, this is happening now. Whale. It's the owl-devouring narwhal. You love whale. Child! Hi, child. Ultimate group of people. FEC needs to get his Pika guidelines back into the basement. That's crazy. Thank you, child. No, not the sky dies. That's crazy. Actually, by the looks of it, we're going more to the underworld.
Way too close! How did that thing just burst into the opera house? Wait, was that the huge whale you saw in your dream?
So we've met it at last. I understand very well why it has chosen to make an appearance here.
Why?
That whale does not belong to Tevat. It is a monster that has traversed the stars, weeping all the while. It has been greedily consuming the energy from the planet's primordial sea, using it to grow. And once it has finished consuming all of the energy contained within the sea...
You said that when the Hydro Archon first created Fontainians out of Oceanids, she filled their blood vessels with primordial seawater.
Precisely. That whale finds the blood of Fontainians nigh impossible to resist. Therefore, When it left the Primordial Sea, it decided to make its next stop a packed opera house full of food. Food in the form of Fontanians.
Fair point.
We just barely managed to push it back, right? In that case, won't it come back to target the people again once it's managed to recover its strength?
Father? That's crazy.
That is correct.
Crazy.
Indeed, it is more accurate to say that we should thank that Harbinger for buying us some time. Without him, the whale would have likely come onto land far sooner.
Yeah,
from the way he
probably.
looked, he must have been fighting the creature for quite a long time.
That battle maniac. We've always known that he had a special connection with that whale, but we definitely didn't expect it to help us out like this. Anyway, now that we know that this whale is the actual cause of the disaster recorded in the prophecy...
It is too late. It had already absorbed too much of the Primordial Sea's energy before we could notice it. At this point, it has become practically integrated with the sea itself. Even if the entirety of Tevat were to be destroyed, it could still survive and swim off towards some other world.
That's not something I will accept. We've already done everything we
Found
can,
myself
and we even
into
found
that.
the true culprit. We've come so far. You can't just tell me that the last hurdle is some impossible foe. That's just...
Indeed. That's not how a grand performance should end. I'll
All right, then what are we gonna do then?
So the prophecy will be fulfilled no matter what, huh?
Unless, well, they didn't expect us to be here.
The prophecy. Yes. What has been prophesied will be fulfilled. You may view such things as the history of the future.
Yeah.
Just as prophecies are usually only the future as seen from the perspectives of the gods, could things be happening in hidden corners, where the gods' gaze does not fall?
I guess.
Ultimately, fate shall serve as your only guide, no matter what will happen in Tevat's future.
Alright. Who was that talking? What's your real secret, Farina? Boom, 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 boom.
What's happening with the aura trees?
I believe it is preparing to carry out the death sentence.
It's time for death.
Farina! No, I still need answers.
Save her. Save her. Even an accident, that's crazy. What? Yeah, this might seem confusing if you haven't done this before. Okay, put your grippers away, Fosolors. Oh, sorry, spoiler.
Sorry.
Hello.
That shocked expression on your face is just too amusing. I couldn't help myself.
You are not Farina. Who are you?
Ah, the sweet sound of bewilderment.
Hi, Fosolors.
Marvelous. A sure sign that my attempt to deceive everyone was a resounding success. But to answer your question, I am Fosolor. You know,
yeah,
the god.
Big god, Fosolor.
Oh, that wasn't my goal, of course. Goodness, no. But I had to fool everyone else too, if I was to stand any chance of deceiving the heavenly principles.
Deceiving the heavenly principles?
It's all because of that pernicious prophecy. Dreadful, wasn't it? Everyone doomed to dissolve. Fontain condemned to be flooded. One was not amused. In fact, one was positively bemused when that problem was thrust upon me by my dearest predecessor. That's the former Hydro Archon Egeria for the uninitiated.
Wait, does that mean the friend is gone
It hardly gets
now?
more disastrous
Just
than
keep
a
watching. Just keep
preordained
watching.
national catastrophe. Now does it? She knew full well that the prophecy would surely come to pass, and as one of the seven, she also knew full well that one defies the heavenly principles at one's peril. So yes, as you have no doubt surmised, it was a rather impossible situation that I found myself in. I spent a terribly long time mulling it over, alone on the ocean floor. And I was almost growing barnacles by the time I finally realized there was only one possible solution to this confounding conundrum. I had to outwit the heavenly principles, allow the prophecy to be fulfilled, ostensibly at least, while saving everyone at the same time. I'm a genius, I know. I can only assume that's why Egeria chose me as her successor. Although, looking back now, it was hardly the inheritance one dreams of. Between the task of saving the nation, the quotidian duties of the Hydro Archon, and not to mention the original sin of creating a new race of humans, I dare say she left me quite a colossal mess to clean up.
Yep.
But one can only play the hand one is dealt. I did not choose this, any more than I chose to be one of her Oceanid familiars.
So you were also once one of the Oceanids, transformed
Is
into a
Birdley still
human
here?
by
I don't know. He
Egeria's
might be.
hand.
He might be.
I was. I always dreamed of becoming human. And I still do, even now. In my eyes, to be human is to be part of the greatest opera ever known. After becoming a god, I separated my divinity from my body and spirit, leaving behind only a self that was as naive and bewildered as my past self on her first day as a human being. The me you see before you now is that divinity. And the human counterpart I left behind, I named Farina. She could feel joy, sorrow, and everything in between. She could be as vain and conceited, or as meek and vulnerable as she wished. Her strengths were of a kind only a human could possess, as were her shortcomings. But in my eyes, Farina's humanity was what made her perfect. She was perfectly human in every way. The person I always wanted to be. Anyway, so then I cursed her.
Anyway, so I cursed
All
her
part of the
because she was
plan, of
perfect. I
course.
cursed her.
The plan to deceive the heavenly principles. Do you still remember the final scene of the prophecy? The Hydra Archon alone, weeping on her throne. In order that the prophecy might appear fulfilled, I invited Farina to be an actress, to play the part of the Hydro Archon in the prophecy.
Alright,
Under
she was
the curse
perfect
I
anyway,
placed
so
on
I
her,
cursed her.
So long as I, Focalor's divinity, continued to exist, she could not die. But nor was she free to live her life in the pursuit of happiness. Instead, she was forced to take the stage in the opera house, to embrace the role of leading lady, to forever play the part of the god from the prophecy, all to create a deceitful appearance of that prophecy coming to pass. I suppose now you probably understand why your court is called the Opera Epiclese.
But Farina is only human, isn't she? Even though she has had a long life, her mind is no stronger than that of any other ordinary human being. I cannot begin to fathom what she has had to endure.
A lot of
It must have
pain.
been torture for her.
It has
She was perfect,
indeed.
so I cursed her.
And although she is, in a sense, me in human form, I most definitely owe her an apology for it. It's been 500 years. And all along, she's been playing her part in the most unimaginably long, unbearably lonely, and agonizingly painful opera of all time.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yep, now's this part. Okay. Yup, this is a thing. Oh, yep, now.
Anyone else?
Hello, Farina. She was perfect. Anyway, I cursed her.
You to come onto this stage. Now, I understand your All right. It is not my intent to reprimand you. There is no need to state your name. Just be off with you. Do not distract me from my performance. Oh, do not jest. Can you not feel it? I am Focalor. The eyes of countless Fontainians are upon me. I must, at all times, display the utmost elegance and nobility.
Alright.
Dear audience, the performance is experiencing a technical difficulty, but worry not. The guards shall resolve it soon
Okay.
enough.
Yeah, just murder Dahlia.
This should be fun.
Yoo-hoo! The night is cold.
Hey guys, look, it's Farina and me.
Let my name echo in
There's two of them. She was perfect. Anyway, I cursed her. Hold on, I gotta heal Dahlia a little bit.
Hey, what gives? The audience is still watching me, you know. Guards? Wait, where are the guards? Guards!
Alright. Boom, boom.
Stars, shine for me.
Surprise baptism. What nickname did you give Boomcraft? I'm curious. Boomer craft dinner? That's crazy though. That's crazy. Crazy, crazy. Alright. I basically called him Old Mac and Cheese. That's crazy. Oh.
Farina.
Huh? Who's that? Who's calling me? Where are you?
And now we live the past 500 years. We relive them.
Be not afraid. I am before you.
Wait a moment. You're mirror me? How can this be?
Mirror you, huh? You know what?
That ain't bad. No,
Let's
go
go
with that,
with
go with that.
Mirror me.
Why not, why not?
What do you wish to say?
The prophecy. Have you heard of it?
What prophecy? Wait. I know. I think I don't know why. The people will all be dissolved into the waters, and only the Hydro Archon will remain, weeping on her throne. Only then will the sins of the people of Fontain be washed away.
Oh.
What's going on? I can't seem to remember anything clearly. The only thing I know for sure is this prophecy. Will it really come to pass?
Yes, it will. And that is why I've come to you. Disaster will come to Fontaine sooner or later. Things will develop just as the prophecy declared. There is no escaping it.
But doesn't that mean everyone will die? I'm a Fontainian just like them. Will I dissolve too?
Yes. Oh no, never mind.
Oh, don't worry. Magical meetings exist in this world precisely to give people a chance to turn things around. It is the reason why you met me today. I will tell you how to save everyone, but you may have to suffer somewhat.
Yep.
After all, as for the suffering, well, I will admit that the first thing that came to mind was, why do I have to be the one to suffer? But if the prophecy will come true, I'll also die anyway, right? So if I've already met you as my magical meeting in this world, if there were scales, with all the people of Fontaine on one side, and my pain on the other, is it not obvious where the scales should tilt?
You truly are the perfect human. My ideal. I suppose this would also be the justice that belongs to you.
Huh?
Don't worry, it's nothing. Listen well. Fontaine has just lost its Hydro Archon. I need you to play a
god.
That's right. You must begin a never-ending masquerade. You must never let anyone suspect your identity. If you can keep it up, then I shall have my way of defying this prophecy. But
yeah, I'm hoping that was only one like, hopefully no more.
Then all hope will be lost.
But how will I do this? A human assuming the role of a god without being exposed.
No, that's good.
Don't worry. What you must do is not to turn yourself into a real god. You simply need to play the role of a god as humans imagine them to be. Being a human yourself, I'm sure you already know what such an entity would be like. Remember, your true challenge will not be pursuing divinity, but contending against humanity.
I'm still not sure I understand, but I'll try. I'll try to do this.
I forgot how long all these cutscenes are. It's like 40 minutes straight.
To accomplish this mission, you will have to stay on the stage for many, many years. You will endure and not grow old until your task ends. But I promise you, all will eventually end in a magnificent and dramatic trial, and everyone will be saved.
A trial, huh? How exciting. I'll be looking forward to it.
These cutscenes be like some cutscenes in that one game you mentioned, Eternal Sonata. Oh, okay. But basically, we're just going to go through every single memory, so this is going to take like about 500-year long stream, but you know what? That's okay. We have to live every day one by one. Totally. Totally. If I have to do all this, I can't just jump.
Cardinalise has announced my accession. But this is my first time facing the people. What should I say to most appear like a god? To be honest, I still don't know.
Summon courage.
Ladies and gentlemen, good evening, and welcome to the Opera Epiclese. I'm sure you've all heard about how I have taken on the role of Hydro Archon. Indeed, I am Verena de Fontain, your new Archon.
Yay, our new Archon.
I know little about becoming a nation's new god, but it will be my honor to guide you all. As the god Focalor, the god of justice, I shall do all within my power to lead you into an age of fairness and justice. Once again, thank you all for coming. If you should have any questions or suggestions, please send them to the Maison Cardinalise. The future of Fontaine will require us to work together, after all.
I might need to play Eternal Sonata now.
Do it.
Apparently.
I thought I might stammer, but thankfully, I was able to convey my thoughts just fine. Okay, and next.
She was perfect. So, anyways, I cursed her. That's becoming a shirt. That's becoming a short. A shirt. It's becoming a shirt. That should go on a shirt.
I would have thought that a being that surpasses humanity would be a bit more assertive.
Hey, did you hear that? She even told us to send her suggestions there at the end.
Shouldn't gods be all-powerful? She's being so modest. What's...
If you ask me, perhaps the succession didn't actually happen. She might just be a maison back.
Wait, what's going on? Why is everyone suspecting me of being a fake? Oh, this is bad. Right. Mirmi said that I just need to play the calm down, Verena. Think. Assertive, with a strong sense of presence. One...
Alright.
Oh, very good, my people. Only ones such as you are deserving of my rule. Now, I was wondering if some weak puppet were to one day come onto the stage and claim ownership of this opera house, would the children of Fontaine follow them? Well, it seems that you would all see right through them. Having passed my test, you are qualified to witness wondrous trials alongside my august self, here in this opera house.
Okay.
You may consider my previous act a door gift of sorts. I thought it was a debut that suited the atmosphere. Now then, let us be reintroduced.
Ah, so that was just a performance. How could I have forgotten that we were inside an opera house?
Eternal Sonata is a fun game, to be honest, though I don't know if you can on the PS5, but I know you can on PC. One of my friends has an emulator on his PC and he managed to get it on his PC for completely free. Maybe I gotta play it on PC for free then, maybe. Maybe.
I suppose it's a better look than before.
Such a fascinating and bold deity. How wonderful. Our future may yet be bright after all.
It seems I've turned them around. Best follow this flow and restart. My dear people, whether you acknowledge me or not, whether you trust me or nay, I say to you, keep faith in your ardor for justice. We have heard it said that this nation's sins can no longer be washed away. Well, I say that justice is most fragrant when it blooms amid sin.
Stuff about emulators and stuff. Maybe I gotta do that.
The scales of justice
Maybe.
not weigh heavy in the hands of its god. On one side, it must carry fairness and justice. And on the other, praise and applause. May law be the prayer on our lips. May judgment be our worship. Let us light the fires and drink to the future of Fontaine. There is no trouble in this world that justice cannot solve.
Alright.
All that is needed is for you, my people, to believe in it, heart and soul. So long as I, the Archon Focalor, stand within the Opera Epiclese, so long as I stand before the Oratrice, I shall even judge the gods of this world!
Alright. W, good job, Karina. Or I can just go to Hyperlink Blocked and kidnap me and have me play on your PS3. Please don't actually kidnap me though, even though I don't think you could. Please don't, chat, please don't.
Lady Farina, here are today's case reports, as well as a summary of the follow-up for your perusal.
Come now, was I not just at the Opera House in person? Leave these kinds of things to Neuvillette. Besides, none of these trials were the one that I'm looking forward to the most.
If I may be so impertinent, what kind of trial are you truly looking forward to?
A magnificent, dramatic, and wondrous trial. A trial to end all things. How could you hope to understand?
That's true, I fear I lack the ability to grasp your divine thought, Lady Archon.
No need for fright, and do not take what I said before too seriously. Go now, do your duties. The trial I await.
Alright. Now over here. I need to play Stanley Principle on stream. That'd be a great game to stream.
I don't know what to say. Thank you for agreeing to see me.
No need to thank me. Or rather, thank your own sense of perseverance instead. Long have you stood in line to meet me, have you not? Oh, I'm afraid that's just an inevitable consequence of my divine charm. All right. Deuteria, is it? How is your son's illness?
Yay, after 373747392039476 sorry 63525526 23850504028 253535745 years removed for like 5 seconds. I know, right? It's really happy. Really great.
Me, and you knew of
so
my
happy
family
we finally
too.
moved a little.
He is doing much better now. In fact, he is far more of an ardent believer than I. He was the one who forced me to seek an audience with you.
Oh, good. Very good. If this should happen again in the future, please do not hesitate to come and tell me. Going down to citizens' homes every so often, while not usual practice, should serve as a fine change of pace.
Oh, you're such a gentle and wise god. Thank you once again, on behalf of my son.
Hey, back over here. I just had to move around a little bit extra.
Lady Farina, here are the latest hydrological reports. As for the specific parameters you...
I see. It's as I thought, then. As your god, I did already expect this, but I wanted to see how far your human wisdom would allow you to analyze it. All manner of signs indicate that the prophecy will still come to pass. Forget it. That's not something you need to worry about right now.
Does it remind you of a Roblox game? That's crazy.
Well, as I understand it, the Fontain Research Institute is also trying to find a way to counter the rising water levels.
Really? Have they found anything?
I'm afraid that they haven't found any effective solution thus far.
Is that so? Well, no wonder. This issue has reached the realm of the gods, after all.
Alright. Alright, now we're going to eat. Yay.
The day is finally over. I haven't had a moment to breathe this whole time. But it's good to see that everything's getting on track. There are no longer any voices of suspicion. maybe this is fine. I just need to keep going, and everyone will be saved.
Yep.
Alright, Farina, don't think too hard about this. You need rest. Tomorrow's a new day.
Yay, another day. Alright. Scene 4, Opera House, Farina.
Lady Farina, here are the new trial reports for the latest cases, as well as a summary of the follow-up.
There'll be no need for that.
Lady Farina, I've waited so long for this chance to see you in this manner.
Indeed, my dear, loyal citizen. This joyous moment is an honor for us both.
I'll send this pretty princess email.
Lady Farina, we're detecting significant hydrological anomalies near Poisson.
Trying to make the roaring night in it.
Understood.
That's fun.
Keep monitoring.
That's fun.
Keep me informed should anything come up at the Institute. I don't think I let anything slip today. I must show the people that there is nothing to worry about. I just don't know when these days will end. I feel utterly exhausted. Best to rest early today, too.
Alright. Alright. I need these dang antlers. They'll only come out in the Christmas update, but I can't wait 2 months for it. Yeah, that's a long time. Scene 18,200, scene 182,375.
It's like a dream being able to speak with you up close like
There's a
this.
bug right by you just spawned in.
I've heard that the
That's
first
crazy.
member of our family who was
That's
honored
crazy,
to receive an
crazy,
audience
though.
with you was Madame Deoteria, almost 20 generations ago.
And what a fine family yours is indeed. It brings me great joy to meet such a faithful believer. A descendant of a line most ardent.
Surely you exaggerate, Lady Farina.
What is it, good citizen?
Are you crying?
Didn't even realize.
Really now? I didn't even notice. This must be the overflow of hydro from my person. Well, can't quite help being the god whose dominion is the waters, can I?
No wonder. No wonder. A manifestation of your power, then. Oh, Archon,
Surely
I am
that's what
honored
it
to have
was,
witnessed
surely.
it. Honored indeed.
You flinged it somewhere? That's crazy.
So interminable. So lonely. Just how much longer? Hundreds of years must have passed by now. Perhaps the show must go on for hundreds more. I never imagined that it would hurt so much. Have I reached my limit? No. Perhaps I reached it long ago. Today I didn't even notice my own tears. I want
Farina.
to tell someone, anyone, about this. But would that not destroy all I've done so far? I've conducted so many investigations across the centuries. But there's not even a sliver of hope that we might break the prophecy. All I can do is keep heart. I must maintain this act. It is the only way to save Fontaine. Please, mirror me.
You have to succeed.
Scene 182,376.
Farina, you don't have to shoulder this burden alone.
Oh, this was just like
Although I
earlier
don't
today.
know what you might be keeping from everyone. Your people are more than willing to share your burden with you.
Yeah, this was just earlier today now. We finally made it toward the end, I think. We're towards there. Getting close.
Share my burden. That's impossible. It was fated right from the start that this would be my duty alone.
But even if your burden doesn't need to be shared, you can still choose to confide in someone. Just share it with me.
A witness. Yes, and if Tevat is, in its entirety, a show on a stage, then you're just a spectator, aren't you?
Yep.
If that's the case... She's right. I could confide in her, couldn't I? But if things don't play out as expected, the people of Fontaine will be the ones to pay the price. No, Farina. You shouldn't be selfish. But what if it's really alright? Farina, you've worked so hard for so long. Surely it would be okay to put yourself first for once. Is it such an outrageous thing to do anyway? If you let this opportunity slip through your fingers, think about it. Long and hard.
Right. You don't think you hear me? I just also haven't talked in a while. Because I'm eeping here. Almost. You don't think you hear me? Yeah, I'm here still. I just haven't been talking.
I have nothing to say.
I don't know what to say right now.
I am Farina. All you need to do, dear spectator, is to witness my performance until the curtains fall.
Alright. Oh yeah, you hear me? Okay. Just want to make sure.
Fine.
Are we done with that part? We've been going
Farina doesn't know the truth.
For 40 minutes.
You've never once let her in on the full plan?
Sometimes you'd be like going on group calls.
It had to be done.
Fair point.
To deceive the heavenly principles, you must first deceive yourself. She did very well. If she had let her resolve falter even once in these 5 centuries, Fontaine would have been doomed to the most tragic fate. It seems that trusting humanity was the right decision after all.
You'd be like really quiet.
I believe that I understand how your deception works, but that is only half the truth.
That's crazy.
Is it not? How would you build on this foundation to save the people of Fontaine? That is the most important thing.
Ah, good. Of course, the Iudex of Fontaine has pinpointed the crux of the issue. I'm sure you've long sensed that the Oratrice is no simple machine, yes?
I've always suspected that it had its own consciousness. And Lenny did mention that he heard a human voice within the core chamber. It now seems that that person was you.
There's no ending
hidden within
point.
the machine all along. Am I right?
And then I became one with the Oratrice, taking Fontaine's gnosis with me. Yes, it would seem so, wouldn't it? Alas, your understanding of this device still lacks sufficient depth. In truth, it is no enactor of justice. It is, in fact, a device created to kill the god of justice.
I beg your pardon?
You're my window right now, by the way,
You
so
have
had
it.
me. Hello.
And to be more precise, not only will the Oratrice take down the God of Justice, it will also take down the divine throne upon which she has been placed. I mean, did you think I would be the sort to enjoy peaceful repose while Farina suffered? My work over these last 500 years has been to constantly accumulate indemnitium within the Oratrice.
I'm
But
doing
really,
good. Breaks one
some
up. That's
have
crazy,
already
though.
discovered that only a small fraction of the energy generated by the device was ever used to provide power to Fontaine. The vast majority has been, had to be, accumulated to enact this death sentence.
It was all a part of your plan, then?
Indeed. This power, accrued over 5 centuries, could have sustained Fontainians for millennia, had it only been used for that purpose. Almost all of it has now been stored within the Oratrice. But only power of this magnitude could hope to destroy the Hydro Archon's divine throne, shaking the rules established by Celestia, and breaking through the institution that is the Seven.
So the Oratrice's call for death was for neither Farina nor Focalor, but for the Hydro Archon. The destruction of that divine throne. If I do not misunderstand your intent, you must be.
You might have to.
Returning what's rightfully yours to you, of course.
Oh, that's what happens.
In other words, this was all done to return the authority of the Hydro Archon to the Hydro Dragon of this planet.
Monsieur Nuveret will be getting his power back. See what okay, if I say Monsieur Nuveret, the rest of the sentence should sound fun. I don't know why, but he just does these.
Oh, what? Getting sad again, are we? The authority of the ancient dragons shall soon be yours once more, O Hydro Dragon Sovereign. And this is the face you make.
All you've done throughout the years is just so you can sacrifice yourself at the very end.
I've never quite seen it that way, you know. Even now, I'm quite pleased at how well my deception worked.
Focalor's gonna sack herself, adding 3 blue mana, and then they're gonna play the 3 blue mana to go ahead and counterspell the curse. Not the curse, the prophecy.
Hydro Dragon, don't cry.
I'm gonna turn the purple earbuds
I
into
must
tenor
say,
with like a fuzzy
had it been within my rights, I would have loved to judge the heavenly principles themselves. Were they not guilty of essentially the same crime? Egeria stole the power of the primordial sea, and the heavenly principles stole the power you ancient dragons possessed. I, for my part, am the god of justice. And is it not just that your original powers should be returned to you? Speaking of justice, I have always believed that justice lies in the process of pursuing human existence itself.
Yes,
So, if the theft of the primordial sea's might was Fontaine's original sin, then, leaving matters of procedural right and wrong aside, the descent of the Fontainians as humans and their right to exist in this world would be Fontaine's original justice. In other words, existence was Egeria's justice, and to me, justice is the continuation of that existence. Defying the prophecy and ensuring that Fontaine's people shall live on, that should be the justice enthroned over all others. At this point, we, whether it be myself or all other Fontainians, have shouldered the burden of this sin for far too long. Iudex Nervillet, the highest judge in our land,
for almost 15 minutes, except for the
full
3
power
times,
as
or
an
like
elemental
3 or 4 times we were
sovereign,
able to walk. It's been
what
almost
verdict shall you
an hour.
pass upon us?
So when I was invited to the court of Fontaine to serve as Iudex, I see now that that was your idea too. At last, I now understand the true purpose behind this position. In the beginning, I was uninterested in human existence. But these 5 centuries of living alongside them have gradually brought about mutual understanding between us. And I have even attempted to feel as they feel. You are a devious one, Focalors. Things being as they are,
is very smart.
Surely you know that I could never declare them to be guilty.
Oh, fine, I think this is like one of the last cutscenes.
The hour of my execution is almost here. For the sinner, the curtain call has come. I know I may not sound it, but faced with death, I find myself a little afraid. Perhaps this is one thing both gods and humans have in common.
Okay, put your grippers away, dog.
Farewell, Nervalette. I hope you've enjoyed the part you played these 500 years.
Stop zooming into the grippers, yeah. Bye-bye, Focalors. I love how you're about to cry at this, but you haven't even played the game before. But it is sad, very sad. What's this? Furina's still alive? Yeah, Furina's still alive. Don't worry, it's just Focalors that died. And I'm with you, and you've led to the power of the shneznia to that home.
I, Iudex Nervalette, hereby declare, people of Fontain, your sins are forgiven.
Yeah, Furina's still alive. Don't worry, Furina's alive. Focalors died, not Furina. Is you and Nervalette is indeed sea of the soul. I'm pretty sure there's one more cutscene left.
What just happened?
Was that bright light some sort of misdirection? I have a feeling that something huge just happened.
But since we're all still alive and haven't been dissolved, I assume whatever happened was good for us.
It's time to end this. We must mete out punishment to that beast.
But didn't you say just a moment ago that it can't be defeated?
I have gained the strength sufficient to deal with it. Through certain means, I now have the ability to separate the power of the Primordial Sea from that creature.
Wait, why does this remind me of the part in K-pop Demon Hunters where Junior gave his soul to Ruby to help her defeat
We should seize
Wait,
the
you've actually
opportunity
got a
to
fair
pursue
point,
our
though.
quarry. Traveler,
Fair point.
Now that the oratories can no longer function, I require an executor to help me mete out justice, the root of the calamities befalling Fontain, the beast that enacts the prophecy.
The all-devouring narwhal.
Come with me, traveler. The hour of execution has come.
Okay. There's more. Before, give me like just give me a break. Okay. Narwhal.
We're going
be honest, cried like 2 or 3 times. Yeah, it is a sad story, but don't worry, Karina's still
I've already
alive.
done my best to separate the power of the primordials from the wave. Considering the size of the beast, I cannot reach the power source. Unless find a way to attack it from within.
Oh, cried 2 or 3 times watching it about
Share
Demon Hunters, not this.
the
Okay, okay.
dragon's power with you. We shall look for an opening together.
Strike a pose! Surprise battle! Fearless.
I can feel its sorrow turning into hostility.
I've done like a tiny bit of damage.
This should be fun. Merciless. Yeah. Into the void.
That's legit how much I get.
Don't be scared. Not now.
The all-devouring narwhal cannot resist its instinct to devour. Continue to trigger its hostility. Chance will present itself.
Ow. Heard 5 times about this movie called Over the Moon. I might know that one. Was that with Pixar or something like that?
What's that hole-looking thingy over there? It looks really scary.
This should be fun.
Hold on. Cue the epic boss battle music. Fred, first time I beat Eternal Sonata.
My guiding stars.
I have granted you my protection. Do not fear. Seize the moment and use my power to suppress its root from within.
I really bawled your eyes out.
Not now.
Let's stir things. Another star goes out. May the Archon protect.
Oh, my team is a little weak apparently. Okay, it's like 2 a.m. Game, you do not be having boss music like this right now.
Stars, shine for me. The show begins.
Let's stir things up.
Manifest the authority of the ancient dragons. Witness the might of the primordial sea.
Like he does watching you play and watch me beat it, and as soon as I left, as soon as I left, I immediately started sobbing. Dang. That's crazy. If you never let his slain the mighty beast, then our planet will be safe. Hi, Skirt. I'm saying the ending, but you don't want to spoil it. Okay. That's Skirt. That's Child. Skirt is Child's master.
Thanks for helping with the cleanup. Should have been my job, but... oh well. It was just supposed to be a short private training session for me. I didn't think that my disciple and my master's pet would start brawling in the meantime. Well, actually, I had a feeling that it would happen at some point, but they bumped into one another earlier than I thought. What a blunder. I suppose I'll have to swing my sword 3 million times as penance.
That power. Who are you exactly?
Hyman has an idea. From what she said earlier, she must be Child's master. Skirk, right? It's just that he gave us the impression that she was the less talkative person.
I simply did not have anything to say to the weak. But you, on the other hand, managed to defeat the all-devouring narwhal without using power from beyond this world. So you may speak to me as equals. I have to agree. It's a strange use of a planet's primordial waters just to raise an all-devouring narwhal. That kind of power is wasted on it. It's not cooperative, it eats too much, and I have more important things to do with my time than pet sitting. The only thing that creature has going for it is its looks. All in all, it fails as a pet.
Miss Skirk? I think you might have missed the point.
The point being?
Well, being that this pet almost destroyed an entire nation. So what sort of person is your master? Well, child's master's master.
Oh, right. So you don't know him. Sorry, I assumed
There's
you
a whole
did.
story quest behind
His
this I've
name
already
is
done.
Sertologi.
Yes, Sertologi. Bro, keep reminding myself that at school, either my tummy,
with that
always has a feeling of yelling or fire every like 3
So
5
master
minutes.
is
I keep
insufficiently
falling,
famous.
feeling I need to fight. That's crazy, dang. That's
How
crazy.
should I describe him?
The foul?
Still nothing? Well, how about the visionary? Vetterfulnir then? Or Gold Rhine-daughter?
Ooh, that one we've heard. Rhine-daughter's part of the Hexen Circle. She's Albedo's mom, right?
Oh, so you do know that name. To be honest, I also heard all of those names and titles from my master. I don't actually know them either. But I suppose you understand now, yes? My master is likely a similar sort to Rhine-daughter. They are both pursuing some form of perfection.
Wait, didn't you also mention a visionary person?
Actually, never mind that. I believe it expedient to inform you that the all-devouring narwhal used up nearly all its strength fighting you. Such roiling hydro energies will prove difficult for the planet's deep seas to digest. As such, the Fontain back on the surface has most likely been thrown into chaos. In other words, the prophecy that you've been fretting over should now be in full swing.
What?
Funsies.
Not to worry. Focalor has already managed to deceive the heavenly principles.
In the end, the people will all be dissolved into the waters, and only Farina will remain, weeping on her throne.
Alright, that's the end of it, guys. Thank you all for— No, I'm joking. I'm joking. I'm not that crazy.
Will the sins of the people of Fontain be washed away?
Everyone's dead, guys. All of them are dead. Joke's on you, they're all still alive. For some reason, they're not merging with the water because it's probably high enough of a concentration because the ocean's big. Extreme. Genshin, but we all die. Fair point, fair point. But don't worry, they're not dead. Not at all. Not even one bit. Guys, look. It's the submarine flying boat thingy that they worked on in prison.
Hurry! Hey, lend a hand!
How's it flying? Don't ask questions. And there's Fremine. Why is that submarine thing running a divine beast from Breath of the Wild for some reason? But you've got a very fair point though, it is pretty much a divine beast from Breath of the Wild.
It's a miracle! We didn't dissolve. The prophecy was wrong! The prophecy was wrong!
Look, they're all okay, yay! And who's that? It's Farina! But she's human now. Even though she was before, but yeah.
We're saved. The prophecy was wrong.
Farina, yep, Farina's alive. Wait, they already showed Farina. They showed Foslo was getting killed, but Farina was just sitting there on her little chair thingy, crying. Yay!
The Solo renewed. The Suite de Rasula talks post-disaster rebuilding. I recently visited Poisson to meet with Miss Navia, spokesperson of the Suite de Rasula, and we spoke about
Farina's still alive. Don't worry.
and future. Old soil can still give birth to new bloom, Miss Navia stated. Hope is like seeing a small cookie when you're starving late at night. Skyship Winglet, Booner Brain of the Fontain Research Institute. The various disputes that have arisen on account of Mr. Edwin have suddenly become a shield over the Institute, with Jurier turning out to be a once-overlooked hidden gem. People always call the first researcher mad, but few know what to call the second. And should that latter person achieve a miracle, they would find it all the harder to find a word with which to classify him and his team.
Yup.
Wow!
Good job, Charlotte.
Someone barely recognizes the people in the reports. Are those really Jurier and Navia? They sound like real big shots.
What do you think? Pretty enthralling, huh? The Steambird's idea was pretty simple. With the disaster just having passed, we would print a free edition packed to the margins with good news to calm people down. The value for these big scoops lies in their inevitable follow-ups. We'll publish further reports and go into the stories behind those people.
I just imagine as the big ship was flying, I just imagine Charlotte having her camera out while she's floating in the water being like, Take a picture! Take a picture! This is an important moment of history!
Edwin's assistant, Jurier, created a true flying ship, while Navia is leading people in the reconstruction of their home. I'm sure that these stories could draw even your well-traveled eye.
Hyman's curious too! Wait a minute. Didn't we watch everything happen from start to finish with—
And that's exactly why I'd like you to come conduct interviews with me. You're the best incubators of news, if you haven't noticed. And also, with you around, I'm sure I'll get to see that Duke.
Yep.
Are you sure? Hasn't he turned you down several times already?
Oh, this time will be different. Come on, let's head to Poisson first, and then make a trip to the fortress.
Did she just say Poisson?
You'll only know when you get there.
I'm sorry, croissant, same thing. Oh, yes, yes, yes. I feel like I was trapped like Farina for 500 years. Oh. Do we gamble on shark or big gun? All of that for one gamble. Which do we gamble on? I literally cannot wait for it to be fall winter so these maple bugs can stop spawning. Fair point, fair point. Gun. Gun! Come home, gun, please, gun. Nothing. There was nothing in the gun. Oh yeah, look, here's Skirk, and here's Farina. I have Farina. Yeah, I have Farina. Yeah, Farina. Farina just a silly little girl. I'm waiting for like one of the AFK things. Here. That's your treat, Ferris wheel. Alright. Well, that's all the time I've got for today. We were in a cutscene for pretty much an hour. But thank you all for watching. I need to get to bed. It is 2:30 a.m. and I have school in the morning. So thank you all for watching. Good night. And I'll see you on the next one. Peace. It's 2:30 a.m. for me. Actually, not 2 a.m. 2:30. So I need to go to bed. I need to go to sleep. Go to sleep. Go to sleep. Go to sleep. It's Google Gaga time for you. La da 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 da. You get the point. Thank you all for watching. Good night, and I'll see you on the next one. Peace.